Hiccups. Hiccuping. Why do I have the hiccups? Ah, carbonated drink. That didn't help. Oh dear. Whatever. Let's see. Oh. Hiccup. I'm menace. I have the hiccups. Boo. Ah. I don't know if that'll work, buddy. I'm pretty strong and brave. What do I want to do? Let's have this tab screen that I was talking about. Hey Donut, I have the hiccups. I wonder what's wrong with controller support right now. It was working until like a while ago. I wonder if it's something I could just quickly debug actually. Got a controller here. Where was it? Game application options. Let's just double the sensitivity on the stick and see what happens. How are you guys doing? How are you managing the heat? I just got back from the gym. And the gym had aircon. Okay. I pressed F4. That helped a little bit, but it still seems to weirdly have like what feels like drift, which doesn't happen with the D-pad. I don't really know what that's all about. And if I change the dead zones to like a really high number, that should at least let us identify if there's bugs related to just general controller usage. I'm holding nothing. Yeah, it seems to like just pressing left or down, like the buttons, they're just not influencing what they should, if that makes sense. It's very weird. It seems to just assume I'm holding up and to the left, which I'm not. Why would that be? Action responder. Movement input is 0, 0, 0, 0. Interesting. Direction is y equals 1. Y. That's weird. How on... Maybe it doesn't go in there. According to your smartwatch, you spent 1,400 calories today cycling. Did you bike for 7 hours? How does that happen? Wait, why is movement input direction 1 by default? That doesn't look right. Or is that just the default input direction is to the right? That's weird. 2.5 hours. Are you just for fun, or are you preparing for something? For fun. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I guess I'm just saying I got back from the gym. We're not so different, you and I. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know why it's defaulting to moving left. The controller does not have this issue in other games, by the way. Let's see if it's a stick-related thing. I can quite easily just go into the bindings and just switch the left stick stuff with the right stick. Aim down, right, left, right. Is this just regular JSON? It is. Let's just do it like this. I wonder if the fact that there's multiple inputs potential is causing problems. And then I could just delete that temporarily. I wonder if somehow having 2 inputs is causing problems. Yeah, just having the right stick is also, like, fucked. It's really weird. But then WASD works exactly as intended, and earlier the D-pad was working. So maybe it's just the way the input manager is handling this controller is just wrong. In which case, I don't know what changed between LibDonut 2 and 1, but something doesn't like this controller at least. So I'm not going to spend any time on this, I don't care. For something that might be completely different in version 3, it's not worth spending my time on. I was just wondering if it was a quick thing. Alright, I'm going to work on a screen that shows up when you press tab. So let's start in here. I don't know what key tab would be. I guess it's probably key tab, right? Let's call this... I guess in TF2 it's scoreboard, that's not very handy. Gameplay info. Maybe we can call it that. I'm assuming it's key tab. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Can you hear me in the music okay, by the way? I assume so. That hurts a little bit. Do I have anything in here related to the player explicitly? No. Dude, I love Shibian. I've not been listening to Shibian a lot recently. Even though I love them. The thing is, we think about lifting weights more than Shibian records. Why would you not use my capitalization? Hey, Mystic. How you doing, bud? The heat's not affecting you too much. It's pretty warm. Affecting or affecting? Affecting. You had it right. I'm doing okay. I've been going to the gym a lot this week. My biceps are growing. My back is aching. My legs are much thicker than my arms. I could easily crush a watermelon. Hey Scout, it's been a while. Has it? Want to see me crush this coronate with my huge biceps? Just kidding. How you doing, Scout? Damn. No, I'm being slightly facetious. They're not huge, but they're bigger than they were last year. That's an improvement. Because I wasn't going to the gym last year. You aged. You have a wife and children now, right? How are the wife and kids? Just a wife, no children yet. You have aged. How's life going? Okayu. Is Okayu your wife? I thought you had an actual girlfriend. You'd say Nekomata Okayu from Hololive Gen Gamers is your wife? What part of your back hurts? The upper part. That when you do like this exercise gets worked out. You've been going on for 2 years now. Nice. Wait, girlfriend or wife? I thought it was just girlfriend. Just girlfriend. Just girlfriend. Just girlfriend, by the way. Let's see if this is correct. Gonna finish post-secondary first. Yeah, how's life been hitting you, dude? It's been a while indeed. What have you been up to? How about this? Cyclic Redundancy is the artist. I think they sell them on their web shop. They have a Fubuki now, which I need to buy. They didn't have it in time for the last con I went to. Do you like that blasting red? That's the tab menu. Isn't it beautiful? Probably should have it under the cursor though. You finish secondary school, you have to redo calculus because you're awful at maths. Fair though. You're gonna try and apply for something post-secondary. You finished a year late, good things take time or something. I mean, we all do shit at different rates, right? It's nice that you're keeping on. IMO. Is there a rounded rectangle? No, maybe not. What's the goal for today? Hello, Grove. I'm making the menu that I want to appear when you hold tab. The game will... I don't know if it will make it into the final game, but at least for now I want it. It's possible I'll end up coming up with a way to have this just visible on the screen all the time. But I would like to make it so if you hold tab, you can see like all the stats on your weapon, on your player, anything you might want to know, but take a little bit longer to look at. And here you go. You can hold it. It's not a tap thing. So this would have like your gun, what attachments or modifications it has. Like if your revolver can set shit on fire, it would say this. It would have like a section for your player information. I think it's just handy to have. So I'm just making that now. I think it's fun. It's a very gamey thing. And it lets me do some slightly more complicated maths for the player. Or at least have some more interesting stats. And not clutter the screen. You've been watching you for the entire time you were in high school? Yeah, it's been a while. Did you start watching me when I was doing Risk of Rain, or was that when you changed your name from Potato something? That was you, right? Or was that someone else? I swear your name used to be like Potato something. I don't remember. Yeah, that was you. How long ago was that? was having a conversation with a colleague. They linked me like a Family Guy clip, and I was like, "Oh, this is new Family Guy. I haven't seen it." And they said it's 11 years old, and I was like, "Yeah, it's new Family Guy." That's recent. COVID was last year, right? Right? I don't know. The name's old as hell. You barely remember it. What was it? It was potato, and like, did it have a number in it? Maybe. Potato 999 or something. I don't know. It's been a while. Potato salad 223. Yeah? Was it potato salad? Huh. Isn't it crazy that I remember that shit? FlowApp thought it's crazy I remembered their name was Meep Moop, but they spoke about a trillion times with the username Meep Moop. You changed your name, I guess, pretty early on. But in my head, you were Potato Salad for a long time. I guess now you've been Bad Scout much longer. Weird. Anyway, let's do a little mock-up. That's the word. Am I going to have to extend my font to be more than just a handful of numbers? Bad Scout was your name on Discord for years. I don't know whether we're different. I mean, some platforms I'm woolen, and sometimes it's just woolen, and sometimes it's just woolen. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Anyway, let's do a mock-up. Oh, this is like a really empty level. Wow. That's rare. Don't see this very often. Anyway, I need to do this without doxing myself. Hang on a minute, I need to make sure like Asebright isn't visible, because this is just going to take a screenshot of everything. That's Case Brown. Bum 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 bum. I can do it in Paint as well. Alright, here's Paint. Hide Paint. Paste in my screenshot of my everything. Not that there's anything on it, it's just my OBS overlay, but still. Basic security, right? You should at least think twice before pasting your entire existence on a stream. I think it's crazy that streamers just stream with desktop capture. Let's just make sure this is good first. Alright, this looks fine. Your follow date reset was when you changed your name. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. I've got some information I want to put in here. We can start with, I think it's nice to have the player right somewhere. You joined in like 2019 or 2020? That's quite recent then. Right? Right? Is this nearest neighbor? It looks kind of nearest neighbory. Alright, this isn't particularly scientific. At all. Obviously. But there could be a section here that's like... I don't know what stats we have right now. That's too small. This is a very loose kind of test. You have an outline option. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Alright, well anyway, this can be like all the stats. Maybe that's too big. You get the idea, right? I don't know. Why do you not let me do a new line without doing this? Whatever all the stats are, I don't know. He doesn't need like a million stats. It's not even going to be this many. But it's just to give me a basic idea of what's going on. Let's grab a nicer version of the gun. Really, it's the guns that matter way more, so this stuff might be a little smaller. Yeah. This is a very loose mock-up, just as a reminder. You weren't there for the TF2 days much, which is crazy to me, because I feel like you've been here forever, and I guess the TF2 days were that long ago. I guess I could draw it over the cursor. Make it a little darker. Any reason you're working on Windows? Because I play Apex Legends, and Apex Legends anti-cheat is not supported on Linux. That's pretty much the main reason. I use a bunch of Windows software. That's not good. It's just my operating system of choice. It's pretty bad, but having also used Linux and Mac and stuff, I can't say they're actually that much better, despite the evangelism behind them. It would be, I think, disingenuous to say they're just better. They're just different. They all have their own problems. Programming on Unix systems are obviously easier though. That's got to be said. Also no, I'm not using DirectX. This is OpenGL, so it's not such a big deal. There must be a way to do a new line in Sprite text, right? I'm gonna Google it because this is gonna annoy me. Sprite new line in text. Can't add line breaks anymore. Bug report. Oh. It never had the possibility to add line breaks. It's a feature for soon. Are you ever going to add it? Still doesn't work. There's just no line breaks. Oh. They aren't supported. That's crazy. There's an issue open. Okay, that's crazy. There's just no way to add a new line. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just type it manually. That's okay. Rate, reload, base, damage, 2. I don't know. Crit, percent. I don't even have crits in the game, but this is just an idea. Some basic information, at least. I think this will all be shuffled around. Really, the more important stuff is that I think weapons, I want them to have like something in like the other slot or like special modifiers. it's possible the player might even just take like a complete backseat on here, I don't know. I mean, this second part could be modifiers. Let's just say this is like ignited and this one is explosive. That could be good enough. And then if something's better than the average, maybe you could have like a little arrow. Whoops. If something's worse, it could be than the average, it could be red. This is just making shit up, by the way. The ammo capacity should be obvious, I think. I don't know if that needs to be landed here, but you can kind of see that stuff down here. And the crit stuff doesn't exist, so that could be replaced with whatever, but I think this works for now as like a base, a very basic example at least. And then, you know, you can have like a... If they have Terraria style modifiers, I still haven't really decided if I'm going to do that yet. You could say like, this is like lucky. This one might be like busted. I don't know. Rusted. It's a basic idea, at least. I think that's a good... It's a good enough piece of information for now. And then I could always refine this later if I want to come up with a fancier screen, like the HUD on the side. But just to have something for now, I think this'll do just okay, right? Let me get to it. And I'm just going to save this as tab overlay concept. You have a dual boot setup, Windows for gaming, rest on Ubuntu. Fun timing, you boot your PC around October, 1 day before the RAM went up. Before that, you used to work on a Mac. You still do when you're traveling. Ryzen 9 1900X, really good. 5070 Ti banging. 32 gigs of RAM, alright. 1050 Ti a few games ago. What are my specs? I don't know my current specs. I rebuilt my machine a few years ago. It's got a 4070 Ti Super in it, which we found out the other day has actually gone down in price since I bought it. Crazy. I don't remember what my other parts are though. I could just check my, what was it, my computer, and then system information. I've got 64 gigs of RAM, which was not expensive when I bought it. I was actually thinking, shit, I should have gotten 128 gigs. Everyone was thinking that, I guess. 64's been fine. I don't know what CPU I've got. Oh, I have a Ryzen 7 7700X. So you actually have a newer CPU than me. It's great though. I couldn't imagine upgrading anytime soon. It's a really good CPU. I have a B650PG Lightning. It's my motherboard by ASRock. Really the important bit is I've got a 4070 Ti Super, a 7700X, and 64 gigs of RAM. My main bit in my build that I care about is my monitor. I have a 360Hz OLED, and it's fucking amazing. It's one of the best things I've ever bought. I have never gotten tired of this, and I've had it for like a year and a half now, maybe longer, 2 years. It gives every day. 360 Hz OLED is just incredible. OLED has like such a short, if not like nearly zero delay. It's amazing. The color rendition is beautiful compared to my side monitor, which is the cheapest 1440p monitor I could find in the same size by Lenovo. It's alright. Honestly, it's not bad, but you know, 60 Hz, crazy ghosting, LCD. Just putting the colors from this monitor to this is banging. Your 32 gigs of DDR5 was like 70 bucks when you bought it. Yeah, mine wasn't. Mine was maybe like 150, 250 quid or something. I don't remember. 64 gigs. You bought a monitor too. OLED 240 Hz ultra wide. I'm worried about ultra wides. I don't want to try them. I have an ultra wide at work, which is pretty good for productivity. A little annoying at times, but it's because I don't have a mouse at work. I'm worried that I'd be too into it, and then I'd be fucked, because I'd have to stream in ultra wide, or I'd have to stream the middle of my screen. My capture cards wouldn't work with it. It would make a lot of the games run worse by quite a bit, I imagine, but I guess with the system you wouldn't massively notice. Alienware monitors are good, dude. I have an Alienware. My last monitors were Alienwares too. Your second monitor is an old 1080 you found secondhand. Your main is a 165 Hz 1440p. 1440p is really nice. This one is my first 1440p main monitor. My last one was a 240 Hz 1080p, and I mean, I used to put RuneScape on my shitty 60 Hz just because it looked so much better in 1440 than 1080. So now that my main monitor is 1440, it's awesome. I used to think 1080 was more than enough. I can't go back. 1440 is awesome. I feel like at this size, I wouldn't need 4K though. I think that's a bit much. I feel like I'd play games in 1440p anyway. And like, I mean, I'm streaming. This is the size of the text. It's perfectly crisp. I wouldn't want more crisp text than this. You know. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Let's have a look. Streaming's weird. Yeah, I mean, some people just stream and they just you know, squish it to the bottom and then have like an overlay on the top or the bottom. Like, it's not an unsolved problem. It just, I don't know, it might make programming streams a little harder to watch, I guess. And I don't want to stream like this all the time. I tried that for a little bit and it was kind of annoying. Anyway, look. Here we go. So we're going to draw a rectangle. I want to make it quite a bit darker, to be honest. And let's say I want to draw player, sprite, draw gun 1, draw gun 2, draw gun 1 stats, draw gun 1 modifiers. Something like this. I don't know if the player will have a bunch of stuff going off to the right. Maybe they will. So let me think. In the character select screen, somewhere I'm drawing this. I might just be able to nick that directly. Selected char. Does local player have that on them? Am I storing that somewhere? Systems manager.last selected character. Why is this not just in the registry? Do you have access to the systems manager in here? I feel like maybe not. I mean, they own it. They STD move it in. I feel like local player should hold on to them. Let's do that. You should be under character data, I guess. Oh shit, you're in a data, aren't you? How about this? I don't know what is in character data, I'll be honest. All of this information. I feel like that's handy to have lying around. Yeah. Your issue with 1440 is some videos you watch on 720, 1080 max look kind of rough. Yeah, but they wouldn't look better on a 1080p monitor. It's just because most people are building their stuff for a phone screen, which, I mean, phones... Mine's 1440, I think, but I have it permanently in 1080, I think. Or 720. I bounce between them. Your phone's tiny. Yeah, but it might have a slightly, surprisingly high internal resolution. I don't know why they do it. I'll be honest. They're such small devices. Like, why would my phone, which is like 100th the side of my screen, need to have the same resolution? I don't know. Bragging rights, I guess. You reckon it's because you use your phone closer to your eyes? I mean, if I hold my phone like this, then yeah, it's like the same size as my monitor. Have you seen the back of my phone? Very cute. Just like me. Right? I think this just might not work. Maybe this is why you didn't have them. Honestly, having the data in a separate area has been like fucking with things a little bit. Maybe I just put it in context. Yeah, I don't know. I could store some of this information at least. Menu animation might be nice at least. Then again, having stuff like the mass and health and stuff is pretty handy if you don't already have it. No, it's not actually that handy, I guess. I might just store character data in the registry, but then... Yeah, maybe that's okay as well. Was there an insert or a sign? Is this what I want? That seems okay. Oh, you're const. You don't tend to watch stuff on your phone because you can't see row in the first place. I mean, I guess I play games on my phone sometimes. Have you guys been enjoying the Shibian Records music? You put it on Kokoro vibrations, dude. How do you feel? Song that like makes you go to the bathroom. I used to listen to like an insane amount of Shibian. I think they used to like get your videos copyright striked, so I had to stop. But they seem to stop doing that. What's this track called? WAP? Wah. It's the first song on Kokoro Vibration. Do I own this? I don't think I have this soundtrack. It's a pretty old album now. Oh, it's not Get. I need to change this up. It's not get, it's find. Kunst. Yeah, there's a pointer in it. I guess I can draw this over the top of the cursor. I can even do it at the bottom. I'm just going to call it tab menu. What does my thing say? There we go. I guess they're being drawn from the bottom up. I don't know. I'll come up with something. They should at least draw something. They won't quite be at the right spots. But she's huge. I'm also drawing the wrong thing. Explain something. I guess it's this. Don't know how the scale of 0.5 will look here. Wrong thing. Oh, I'm dumb. See how this looks. It might be a little sketchy. I might just need to crop it. That might look better. Oh. Oh, fair enough. You just put the default param in the header, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't look that bad scaled here, but like obviously the pixel sizes are like way off. Which I'm not a big fan of. I think I would rather that it was blown up as much as the other sprites, like 2x, but then heavily cropped. That should be possible. Let's try something. There should be a way to crop, I thought. I guess if not, I could just have like just the head. Maybe that works. Maybe just setting... this is using scale. I think I'd have to use a rectangle with texture scale. Weird. Yeah, I think I need to do a rectangle instance. Texture scale can be 2x. Why are you like this? Origin, I think, is texture origin. Do you have origin, actually? Specifying the origin to the bottom left, for example, 0.3. I guess we could just leave that for now. Why is it duplicating stuff? Are you okay, Klein D? Okay, it's probably because I'm just not doing this the way it wants. So I need to actually get the texture directly, I think. I feel like there's somewhere else I must be using rectangle instance with a decent, with a not normal texture. Hmm. Maybe I'm not. Not sure I still need this focus circle thing for now. At least it doesn't seem to be working for now. Collision radius times 4? What? Why times 4? I don't know. How do I normally get this? How does sprite instance work? You give it an atlas and an ID. Is there a way to get a texture out of this atlas? Because the atlas is every texture. I would like to just get this. I'm wondering if any of this is worth the effort, or I should just store the sprite like pre-done. Maybe that's fine as well. Not even confident I can get a decent 16 by 16 slice of the character's face looking at it. This might be all worth too much effort. Okay. I'm gonna change things up. Bring back a sprite. I could use this unused facing forward sprite, I guess. No. I'm gonna make a new one and just call it character base. 32 by 32 works. It's pretty cute, actually. That's pretty smart. Let's call this character heads or PNG. There's 4 characters right now. I'm probably redrawing a lot of this stuff at some point. Guys, there's 5 characters technically. My art's changed a lot in the years, hasn't it? It's so funny. You would not know this was the same guy doing all this shit. 32, it's 50, right? No, that's not 50. 60? You'd have no fucking idea this was the same me doing all this. It's so funny. It's so good. Yeah. We all have our artist phase, don't we? Right? Not just me, right? Obviously, Robot Girl's the best one. I hope we can all agree on that. Ah, shite. You need to go up a layer. Oh. I killed off Waifu-chan. Classic character. How could I? Gotta keep her Hoge in frame, right? Which like Smash character is your favorite? What an artist. Incredible. Well, whatever. Where's the character information being loaded? Do you own it? Oh, I guess whenever I'm loading this, I'm spawning in this. Fair enough. A little janky. Good old wifey, dude. Other woman. She's never named, is she? Smoking lady. I feel like these characters may not survive. I like Robot Girl at least. Hey, Mystic. I mean, I could also keep things separate. It's to make custom characters that much easier. You know? It's a thought. Having them lined up like this is kind of fun. Maybe it makes sense to, You're alone here. Maybe? I'm here. Thanks for watching. Who's watching right now? Say hi. It's getting lonely on stream. Who's on Twitch? You're here. Hey, Scout. Who else is here? You're painting Marines. Hell yeah. I guess really, I could just have Dither Head and Robot Head for now. Robot Head and Dither Head. That's more moddable, I guess. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, it's quiet. I mean, a lot of people watch this stream in the background. I wouldn't worry too much. You like the background noise? I think a lot of people do. What did you miss? People were getting lonely. Yeah, this position's way off. Let's see how this looks. Oh. What file path? Robothead.png. Is that not what it's called? Robot head. Oh, it's in concepts. Oops. Fix that. You're both 32 by 32, right? Why is offset Y a trillion? Width and height is 80. Did I just move something I wasn't meant to? I have a feeling I'm doing something quite wrong. So it's loading robot head, but with the wrong height. I think I know what I've done. Yeah. Oops. So technically there is code in place for it to have these head sprites animated. I've just not done it. This is all in flux. She's huge. She's too big. The 2x makes sense for... what's the word? To make the pixel sizes the same on all the weapons and stuff. IMO, you shouldn't increase something by 1.5 pixels. That's jank. We can go retro-ish. We can just say 1x. White space is a tool, after all. How about that? What's wrong, little fella? My hands are a little torn up from the gym. Oh, look. It doesn't need to be super fancy for now. But just having some data is nice, right? So let's shuffle the player in a bit more. This should update as you pick up different weapons as well. Yeah, that's nice. It's funny, it actually animates, because it is just using the current animation of the weapon. That's really funny. I'm not complaining. I think the offset on the character sprite is center, right? Yeah, we don't want that. I want the sprite origin to be in the... let's just add 32 and 32. No, I want it to be in the top left, I think. Let me think. Yeah, fuck it. Instead of using sprite origin, the origin is going to be 0 and 1. I.e. the top left, I think. Yeah, fuck it. This IMGUI menu is kind of annoying me. Looks alright. Padding's a little strong, but that's okay. Now you can see Robot Girl's face, in case you forgot what she looked like. It looks a little Cave Story. Not complaining. I love Cave Story. You love that it fires in the menu too. It's really funny. It's especially funny if you use something like the shotgun or the knife. Because it has like a really fancy animation. Is it intended? It's not been fixed. It would be trivial to fix. You just explicitly pick the idle animation and not the current animation. I just think it's sick as fuck. What do you think? I think it's cool. You also think it's cool. I'm glad. Should I double the size of the weapons, or do you think this is chill? Maybe this is chill. I could just add like a little border around them. I'll probably make like some fancier overlay than just a black rectangle, like I did for the HUD, but for now this'll do. Okay. Let's start drawing some text. I don't know if it's too big. Yeah, see from there. Exactly. Can I do this? What was my example in this? Did I already close up? It was gonna be like ski. Now, does this support new lines? I don't remember. Well, maybe I can just try auto. Fuck it. Whoops. I actually fucking love Shibian. It feels criminal I've not listened to them recently. Please don't tell them. Magic, magic numbers. Magic, magic numbers. Great reload base damage. Hey, I thank you. How am I today? Not too shabby, to be honest. Not too shabby. It's been quite warm, but such is life, I guess, huh? What is this? Good to know you're doing good. Also, you got better at full stack development in web. That's good to hear. What was my advice? Was it good? It must have been. It must probably great. Probably the best advice you've ever heard, right? Right? Huh? Huh? I hope so. Or I was just telling you rubbish. I mentioned it yesterday, but I put a nice link on Discord to a free computer science book, which is online. Well worth a read. What is this giant power cable? Permaband on Reddit for your best advice. Permaband. You can get permaband on Reddit. Yikes. 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 You told someone to read the fucking manual. That's really funny. I hope that's what that means. I think it's colon dot, yeah. I guess it doesn't know that that's a float. This is a float though, yeah. I just have to cast them as floats then, I guess. Might work. Let's find out. You asked how can you get better at programming, and you told you how you started, and you told you to write and don't just read or look at code. Yeah. Doing is good. At least for me. Reading for me I find harder to gain info from. Honestly, the text's too big to really have data on it. What channel did you send the link? I think it was just the software development one. Just the normal software one. I guess I could use icons. Because like, even if I shuffle this up a squeeze. Let's say... Like, this data would all fit on the screen, but I kind of wanted to have more information. I mean, I could just... Okay, let's experiment with, like, arcade style. I'm gonna just take a print screen of this. Where's paint? Let's hide paint for a second. I'm just gonna use this print screen as an example of what I want to do next. My music ended. Go on, Chibian. Blast us with your next album. Get this thing copyright striked. Please don't. 11 o'clock. Why can't I get any sleep? No engine, yeah. Well, I'm making the engine. So there is an engine, I guess. I got its speed. You just woke up to join in your live. It's 4 AM. Good morning, buddy. Get some rest. But also, hello. Do I have bookmarks? I do. I should make use of those. Time zone sucks. Good night, dude. Have fun, alright? No stress as usual. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a good rest. Good night. Oh, I'm dumb. Do I save that stuff? Maybe not. Oh, the new line thing worked, by the way. Curious. Probably should just calculate this Y offsets thing separately for the tab menu. A little better. Kind of a mystery what I'm really putting in here. Yeah, let's have two different Y offsets. What's the resolution of the screen again? Let me think, actually. It should be... tab size minus tab padding times 2 minus... Do I have that in here? The head thing? Let's move this up. Whoops. Oh yeah. It's the other way around. That might work. Let's try that. I'm thinking I may have to extend my font. I'm doing minus instead of plus somewhere, right? Could be minusing. That's a good start though. Better. I think it's just the case that this shit doesn't fit on the screen with the current format. The weapon needs to be down a bit and the character thing needs to be down the other way. Oh, I guess the weapon's origin is in this. Is it in the center? They set the origin to the top left. That should help. And then yeah, instead of plus it should be minus. I guess crit doesn't exist, so we can just chill it out for now. The weapon padding needs to be a little lower. Let's add another padding. Speed and reload is 1. I'm guessing that's just getting truncated, right? .5. Weird, There, 1 second. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe I can go away with this then. What did I say? This needs to be down a bit more. Whatever. It'll take a second to reload. Yeah, so only the rocket launcher says damage 1. Is game dev hard? You're new to coding. It can be as hard as you want it to be. It's like saying is writing hard. You know, if you're already picking up a pen and scribbling on a bit of paper, you're writing. But likewise, someone like making a screenplay is also writing. So, you know. I think it's an excellent way to learn programming myself. So I think it's programming has, or like game development has a very low floor and a really high ceiling. You can get really, really nuts with it, but also early on, it can be very beginner friendly. There's all sorts of things that you can learn and they're all very useful or useless, and that's exciting. No flamethrower. Did the enemies ever get a flamethrower? That might be a bug. Kinda doesn't look like it. I should fix that. I think it's capped at count. I guess flamethrower was the most recent thing I gave them. Debug mode frames. Surprisingly not that bad. Considering I just spawned about 1 trillion particles. And this is still just debug. Yeah. Switching to the different CMakes presets has helped, but it's not tremendously so. Oh, wow. One must imagine all these guns on the floor are causing some problems, but I think only mildly so. Enemies in the game will obviously not be spawning their weapon every single time they die. I think that would be a little silly. I mean, I could reduce padding a little bit on the width, maybe. Then there'd be a bit more space on the right. How's this look on minimum resolution? That's worth thinking about. I mean, not that you'd ever play the game in 1440p, but it's still legible. Right, I'm gonna take another screenshot of this. None of these stats are real, by the way. I mean, the stats on the guns are real, I guess, but the player stats are obviously not. I guess that's correct. Are there two? No, I don't know why that's confusing me. Oh, there are two. Yeah, that's confusing. This might help a little bit. I don't really know what other stats the player has that I really care about. It's weird to show the mass, I think. Maybe speed. Where is the strength being stored? Character data. I don't think actually strength exists yet, does it? Okay, never mind. A lot of this shit doesn't exist, I'll be honest. I should have a little bit more space now. I'm drawing the weapon. 0, Y1. Origin 1 would be the top left. You could be 0.5. That's okay. Or even 0. See how that looks, I guess. And let me have a look. With some extra statuses that we could have in here. Hmm. This stuff should just be attached to components. Spread would be useful. What's a short way to write weapon spread? It just sounds like speed spread. Spread, maybe. Spray, spur. Multiply by 10. Just so it fits. We can have spread, we can have some basic silly little additions. I don't know if there's anything else that's super handy. It's kind of obvious when you shoot the gun if it's ricochets or has a larger magazine size. For now. What did I have in my Ace Bright thing? Made up some crit stuff. Multi-shot. I guess the revolver can pretend it has multi-shot, why not? You know what, instead of this weird space thing I was gonna do, we can just add we can just draw the second text. I think that's Chris, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Got a semicolon. I do a lot of string manipulation. How wide is this? 1, 2. Like the width of 2-ish character heads. Do I not have any other colours? I don't have like greens and stuff. Let me just try orange for now. This stuff, I think I may just make my own font for this stuff, because I already have a font, I just need to do the rest of the alphabet. And if I'm only doing it for this small sequence, I'm not going to bother translating it. I could even just make icons. Do calls to append is faster because the latter constructs an extra intermediate string. Oh, that's good to know. I wonder how the compiler will optimize it. It seems to think that you have no spread on the revolver. Maybe times 100 might be easier. And also I need a little bit more padding on some of these things. Hey Donut, by the way. Otherwise, that didn't look terrible. Actually, I think this was okay. It would take some heroic effort for the compilers to see through all that, because there's a potential heap allocation involved in the bounds of stat on, and yeah, fair dues. I do worry about padding, making the padding 4, but I guess it still works on the smallest resolution. Amazingly. I need more. The Y on this needs to be like another 2 paddings. I should start using markers or something. I guess the X could be 0.5. It's one of my favorite songs. I haven't listened to this in a while. Pluck up flowers. Who up clocking they flowers? Why her head like that? That's why. I forgot what I was doing. Oh. What does one look like in here? Interesting. 0 is fine, I guess. Alright. Good enough for now. We started the stream with nothing and now I have this. So if I were to spawn in a bunch of enemies who still can't have flamethrowers, I need to fix that. You all have basically the same guns, but okay. If I look at some various guns on the floor, you can see them like doing different things. You can see its spray is 7. You know, it's multiplied obviously. I think I might multiply by like 1,000 or something, because you're just not seeing the revolver's spread. It does have a spread. Maybe it's fine. I mean, it's close to 0, I guess. I just think maybe it should cap somewhere, but yeah, whatever. It's a human readable number. You see 5, you're like, ah, it's a big spread. Multi-shot obviously is just made up, but damage is 15. I should probably account for the fact that that number could get large. I don't know. Maybe for now I don't have to make a second font. This will function for now. Shuffle it just to the right, just a touch, and then we'll be good. I should really go. Alright, I hope you guys liked the stream today. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Hey, Antondi. What's that? Sit. I am sitting. Yeah, look, that's perfect. If I pick up this guy's sniper rifle, that should now fit. Yeah, which looks better, I think. Obviously, we could sit here fiddling with this all day, but I'm not going to. It's nice just to have some stats on the screen somewhere. Not that the numbers on the player mean anything, but you know, that's how the stuff always goes, isn't it? When you're doing this, it's kind of annoying that the weapon flies away. It'd be nice to be able to just compare by spamming E. Anyway, cool, innit? Catch you all next time. Have a good one. Good night.